Hello, I'm Andrea from the Creative Dream Incubator. I was asked a really great question that I wanted to talk more about, and it was, what are my tips and tricks and advice for when you are looking at making a big leap into your dream? So the person who asked this has been working for quite some time on developing a creative business, and she's working full-time in order to have food and a home and all of that, and she's wanting to make the leap from working to being self-employed, but there's that part where you've got to be like fully in both, right? So fully like working full-time and then fully building the business, and it's just hard, right? But I'm going to start with a super practical thing, and it is that some things need to get sacrificed, and the sacrifices are going to be temporary, but they need to happen. You know, it's each of us has to think about, so what am I going to be willing to really sacrifice, and how can I find kind of free up the time and energy that I need to do this. So that's on a practical sense, but there's actually so much more happening than the practical stuff. And the big thing that's happening when you're getting ready to take a big leap is fear, right? It's scary to take a big leap. It's just going to be scary. So if you're not making a practice, if you don't have tools and systems in place to do the work of working with your fear is going to get sneaky and go underground, and it's going to end up in the driver's seat. So once fear is in the driver's seat, it's not driving you to your dream, right? Fear is going to drive you around in circles, and you're going to kind of wonder why you seem to be working hard and not getting anywhere, because fear is in the driver's seat. You need to get it out, and you need to stay in the driver's seat. Not just you, but your most wise, your most creative, your most brave, your most powerful self. That's the you that you need to bring to this work when you're taking a leap. All right, so it takes a lot of inner work to be able to show up in that way. And when you're doing that inner work in a consistent way, the outer stuff starts to look different. It actually starts to look less scary as you are more connected to your inner courage and inner power. It also is kind of less intimidating and less hard to do when you're connected to your inner wisdom and your inner creativity, because you can always create a way to get there, right? So the practices for inner work become so important. Even when you're not feeling so scared that it's holding you back, there's fear, stuff's being triggered and stirred up in you just because you're taking such a big step. So it's all the more important to be working with all of that. So if you're in any of my classes, you know this is the tool we use, the compass of creative dream alchemy. So creative dream alchemy is about using your dream as the guiding light. It's about how your dream is your soul calling you towards your true self. It's about how your dream is calling you towards your purpose and your potential and your most authentic way of living. And so the dream isn't just about that outer thing, that outer leap that you're looking at. There's a much larger inner process of growth and healing and expansion that your dream is calling you towards. And you need to be responding on all of those levels to make the outer work possible. So the compass leads to shows the three paths that we work with. So we have dream work, inner work, outer work. So the outer work is whatever you're doing to take this leap. The inner work, as I was just talking about, is actually working with your fears. You have to be meeting them. You have to be bringing healing and light and spaciousness and new possibilities into the places in you where you want to like shrink and hold back. And then the dream work, some people think of the dream work as like making a vision board or visualizing your dream or positive thinking, and there's so much more to it than that. So if your dream is your soul calling you towards your true self, your dream is this part of you, this larger part of you that has wisdom that you don't have yet, you don't have access to yet. It's more connected to your purpose. It's more connected to your potential. It's more connected to your creativity. So the dream work is really about your relationship with all of like this part of you. So the dream work is a really important place for your growth and expansion, and the exact growth and expansion that you need to be able to take this leap. Like, you can actually grow so much through inner work and dream work. You can grow so much that the leap actually just feels like a big step. It might not feel like a leap anymore because you've grown into it. And you can grow into it before you actually take the outer work step. And that means that when you do take the step, you're so much more grounded in it. You're actually integrating your gifts and your strengths, and you're claiming who you really are. So you're claiming your bigness, and you're claiming your readiness to be in this new level with your dreams. And it's just so much better if you do more of that ahead of time. That is the big trick. Do that stuff first, and that way the leap isn't so tumultuous. And I can help you with this. The Dream Book class can absolutely help you with this, help you get a handle on what kind of dream work do you need to be doing, what kind of inner work do you need to be doing, and even what kind of outer work, like how are you going to map this out? How is this, like, what is this leap going to look like? So Dream Book is a journaling system. It's got systems and tools for all of this. Like, you will not believe how much easier the outer work becomes when you have systems and tools for doing really effective, deep dream work and inner work. In Dream Book, we also have a daily mastermind. I post every day with what I'm working with, like what obstacles am I facing, or what tools am I using, or what am I learning. And people come in, it's on a private website, it's not on social media. No one can see it except people who are there, like people who get it. And we have the most beautiful conversations in there. And then every month we have a live coaching call where we're looking at setting our goals for the next month, and dealing with what happens when you set a goal and then you don't meet it, so that we do the inner work, bring healing and light to that, use those as growth experiences instead of letting them kind of slow us down, and keep moving forward. Like, all the support you need to do this is in there, and I would love to help you. So I've put a link below to Dream Book. Do come and check that out. So if you're at that stage, if you're ready to take the leap, get support. I can offer amazing support for you inside of Dream Book. There are other forms of support as well, but get some support. Work with all of it. Bring your wholeness to it, and you're gonna be amazing.